Hi guys, Game Talk, KNVB, Dutch Cup, second round against the amateurs Barendrecht. And I'm not being like negative. They are real amateurs, so people understand they're amateurs. Okay, 4-0, we won. We're through to the next round. We cannot say that about another club that we're playing in on Saturday. On Sunday, we're playing the club who is not in the KNVB Dutch Cup anymore. Anyways, let's talk about our performance. What do you guys think of today's performance? Ajax, you go first.
Great performance, man. Such a great game. Wow. So happy that they broadcasted this game, man. I'm so happy. I was fighting against falling asleep, man. You can see it in my face, you know. I'm freaking tired. I was hoping for some fireworks, you know, like people that do not play a lot, the Rami and stuff. He had a nice move where the penalty came from. But damn, this was such a drag. And I was like, yes, Univar's coming in the 60th minute. So, and I thought actually Regeer played a decent game when he came in. He's one of the better players today. But damn, this was a hard trial for me to sit out. So I don't know what Sahbi's opinion is, but damn.
Sahbi, go ahead. Before I ask the questions, go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, let's start with that I envy the fans abroad who were not able to watch this game. They should be happy. I hope they enjoyed the evening more than we did, so to say. But yeah, as Ajax said, man, it was a horrible game. Horrible game. I mean, Regeer played a decent second half indeed when he got in. I thought Taylor was my man of the match. He did really great. His passing was great. His helping out the attack, like controlling midfield. I think he did well. But if you look at the senior players, man, what was I disappointed today? Really disappointed.
Look, I want to ask you guys something, right? I mean, we can look at it, you know, like two sides. We can look at it, okay, you know what, we're playing against amateurs, no fans, second round. I mean, nobody wants to play against them, honestly, but we have to. So you can think, okay, you know what, we just have to get it over with, just win the game and, you know, like pack your bags and go home. Or we can say, we just lost to AZ, you know, we have to come back from that. We have to show, you know, like, especially the new players playing, you know, these players that play today, except maybe for Martinez, who is the one that always plays, but everybody else is basically not a first 11 starter, you know, so you also expect them to show a little bit more. And maybe it's a little bit too much, you know, to have so many players on the field that maybe you don't have that chemistry. You could argue that. But again, guys, we're playing against amateurs. Not only that, I heard the commentator saying that one of the guys has like a cafeteria.
Maybe they can do the third half in this cafeteria, man.
Yeah, they're going to drink beer now. No, it's not allowed. We have a lockdown. But seriously, I mean, seriously, guys, should we be critical? Yes or no? I don't want to be critical, but I have to ask this question.
Bro, seriously. We cannot be critical at this match. Nothing we say. How are we even going to do game talk about this? You know, it's like, Jesus. For me, it was even so bad that Barendrecht had a few chances. They had even a few chances to counter.
Offside.
He had a nice goal that was barely offside. Come on, you said it before. They're amateurs, but still, even the amateurs of Barendrecht got a few chances today. This is what kind of play we showed today. It was so bad. But can you blame the players? I do not even know. If it's for us already hard to watch, how must it be for them to play it? You know, it's
No, I mean, if you look at the whole game, I only enjoyed one part, and it was the Darami dribble, where he passed through 4 defenders and then got fouled and then got a penalty from it. But after that, I mean, we haven't seen anything from Darami. So many ball that he lost. We had no pressure on the ball. The last pass was missing. We couldn't create real big chances. We didn't have a lot of movement of the ball. Normally, as you said, we're playing against amateurs. amateurs for freak's sake. You should grab them by their throat. You should see like a score, just like we played against VVV Venlo. People thought, okay, this will be such a game where we can gain in confidence, etc. But okay, we played with 11 players who normally don't play a lot except for Martinez. But that should be a reason to play great because you need to grab your chance. And this is absolutely the thing that didn't happen at all.
I want to touch upon two things basically, because we have to go through it. The first thing I want to touch upon is, like Ten Hag said a few weeks ago, that every time that he gives chances to, like the second tier players, I'm calling it like this, but the bench players, they don't deliver, which makes it harder for him to give them a real chance to start. So he always sticks with the same players. Now, you can look at it both ways. You can look at it like, yeah, but at the same time, they don't get enough chances to prove themselves. And now putting them together with a whole new team against this kind of play, this kind of game, is not fair to them either. So where do you guys stand regarding that? Do you guys agree with Ten Hag? Or are you guys like, no, you cannot really judge upon these type of games? Sahbi, you first.
No, I mean, I agree with Ten Hag on this one. I mean, we're talking about an amateur team, eh? And this Ajax, even though it's a second tier team, this should be a walkover for his team, even though they haven't played a lot or they didn't get a lot of chances. This should be a done deal. We should talk. We should not talk about the fact that we should win from this team, but it should be about with how much goals we should win from this team, or how many chances will we create against this team. We haven't seen anything. We haven't seen shit. I sincerely think that if we played with young Ajax, we would have won with more goals, and we would have seen a better play. He could, yeah. I mean, I would rather put in the first 11 of young Ajax instead of this shitty team at this moment.
Ajax, your take on this one?
Yeah, it's hard to top the words of Sahbi, but it was very bad, boys. It was very bad. And
but do you agree? You agree also that what Ten Hag is saying, that these players are not delivering?
I think it's an easy argument for him to make, because it's easy to cover with this argument his style of coaching. If he would have been more consistent, he would have gained more minutes, gave more minutes to certain players so that they could actually build up some rhythm. Now he is just like, okay, this is a cup match. This is against Barendrecht. Let me just, everybody plays now. Everybody who doesn't play normally can play, but it's also a little bit logical in a cup match. But still, how do you expect them to have some certain methodics within their play and how they have to play together? This guy that came in at the last minute, I didn't even know who he was, to be honest.
Yeah.
Like, who is he? And then he took that penalty. I was like, wow, that was a great penalty. That was almost the highlight of the game.
Well,
and,
at least Ten Hag gave like a lot of players playing time.
Yeah, statistically, he let a few more players debut. Yeah, very, very great of him. But seriously, you could also play with maybe 16, 17-year-old players against this opponent, with all due respect, because even with us playing this bad, we still comfortably win 4-0, So imagine how bad you have to play to actually lose.
And don't forget, this amateur team didn't play matches for almost a month now, because they're not allowed to play games.
Exactly. That's the worst thing. That's the worst thing.
Exactly.
For our viewers, we have a lockdown. So basically what it means is that amateurs are not allowed to play after 5 o'clock or train after 5 o'clock.
No, that's not entirely true, I believe, because
Okay.
there's a rule that if you're in the cup, in the cup system or whatever, you are allowed to train. So
yes, that's
the training part is available, but not playing matches.
Yeah,
correct,
no
correct.
match fitness.
Correct, no match fitness. Yeah. All right, just to wrap it up, some final takes and maybe something that we can take to the game Sunday. I guess.
You want me to tell you about takeaways? Maybe we can take away something from the restaurant of that guy that's playing at Barendrecht, because I do not know how to say anything sensible about this match. But yeah, at least we got a win under our belt again. So let's stay positive. 4-0, great win, great match. I have so much confidence to play against Feyenoord, especially because they lost against Twente today. Like I said in previous videos last year, it's not the best club in Rotterdam, so they've proven it one more time today. So yeah, I'm looking forward to the match.
Sahbi, what about you?
Yeah, I mean, one thing that we could say is that Taylor's performance was great. Second thing is Neres, his play. He's a real joke at this moment.
Sahbi, what happened to Neres? What's happening to Neres?
Really don't know. I think it's a lack of confidence because I haven't seen him like dribble, pass his direct opponent. He had so many chances to score.
He easily could have scored 5 today.
Exactly. So and yeah, assist. I haven't seen. He could have given an assist to Van Axel Dongen to score, which he chose to shoot by himself. But yeah, I think it's a confidence part. But yeah, I think it's time for him to go. I don't think it will work out with Ajax, in my opinion. And next to that, still don't understand why Onana played today. I would rather have played Gorter. It's a cup game. It's against an amateur team, for fuck's sake. So let him play. Let him play.
What about the reasoning? Just want to ask you, because you touched upon Onana. I didn't want to touch upon Onana today, but if you mention him, just one thing. Do you understand that Ten Hag lets him play because he's the second goalkeeper? So if something happens to Pasveer, he needs to be ready. Because we know, look, everybody wants to see Gorter, but the way it's going, Gorter is not going to have a chance this season.
Amateur team, Juan. Amateur team. Come on, it's not like we're playing in a knockout stage of the Champions League or an important match in the Eredivisie. This is an amateur team where we play against. So of course you should let Gorter play. Gorter usually normally plays against better teams in the Keukenkampioen division, the second division, and now we are at the moment that we play against an amateur team. He's put on the bench. Come on, man.
Also, additionally to this, usually the second goalkeeper plays, and Onana got back recently. Also, Snake is going to move on, probably maybe even in the winter break. So why would we give him more match fitness for his team, Let him go screw himself. I'm still not happy with him going back. He's a terrific goalkeeper, but I still have a hard time forgiving what happened. So I know other people think differently about this, but I'm not changing my opinion about it. And for me, Gorter would have deserved to play this match because he's been there all season, motivated at young Ajax. And usually these kind of goalkeepers get a chance in the cup game, and I do not think Onana deserves it. But with the eye on maybe match fitness in the future, I can understand it. But if he just moves on in January, what's the point, So yeah.
I mean, we already know that Fabrizio already said and reconfirmed again that he will be leaving to Inter. Let him go. Let him go.